if trees could talk.
You're in the Waterloop.
Welcome to Waterloop, the nonprofit news outlet exploring solutions for sustainability and equity in water. I'm the host, Travis Loop. Before we dive into the episode, I want to thank you, the audience, for making this platform possible. To support Waterloop, please subscribe on YouTube, rate and review the podcast on Spotify and Apple, follow us on social media at The Waterloop, and sign up for email updates at waterloop.org. Thanks for being part of the conversation.
Waterloop.
It's always an awesome moment when you're about to get on the water. I'm here at the Black River in North Carolina, the southeastern part of the state near the coast. It's World Water Day, and I'm going on a special paddle on this river into the Three Sisters Swamp. In that swamp are some of the oldest trees in the world, bald cypress trees. There's one tree in particular that they have dated at over 2,600 years old. I have been wanting to go to this tree for so long. Very grateful for this trip today.
My name's Kullen Bell, proud citizen of the Coharie Tribe. It showed in our community a cultural awakening. We restored a long forgotten ancestral waterway.
Members of the Coharie Tribe are going to actually take us on this paddle, and it's going to include members from a lot of incredible organizations like the Sierra Club, Earth Justice, North Carolina Coastal Federation, Natural Resources Defense Council, American Rivers River Network. Really excited to go on this trip and share the adventure with all of you.
Coharie Tribe, one of the state recognized tribes in North Carolina, one of the 8. We were state recognized in 1971. We're about 4,000 people, and we're heavy population in Sampson County with a little bit in Harnett County. We've been here, hundreds of years, settled in between the Big and Little Coharie River. We do tons of programs, language revitalization, community gardens, food pantries, river restorations. Lots happening at the Coharie Tribe.
I get blown away thinking about 2,600-year-old tree, everything that has happened on Earth and with human civilization over that time. I also think a lot about the storms and the weather, the brutal winters, the hailstorms, the lightning, hurricanes here in this part of North Carolina, and yet that tree just kept on standing.
So we are on the Black River. It forms in southern Sampson County. Six Runs Creek on the eastern side and Great Coharie come together to form the Black River. The Black River runs through the Three Sisters Swamp, and then the Black River continues to join the Cape Fear, and the Cape Fear dumps into the Atlantic Ocean. Changing hands of land ownership, we didn't have the same access, but now we own that and we can preserve it.
Floating down the Black River here in North Carolina, part of this awesome group. These types of trips are really important, getting people out on the water, build their connection to the water.
The river took care of our ancestors, and then when we started being good stewards of our waterways, the gift that showed was a 650-year-old dugout canoe. And you can still see the burn marks in it where they would burn it and chip. And it went back to the State Archaeology Lab, treated it, and now it's housed at the Coharie Tribal Center.
One of the coolest things about this part of the Black River is the entire left bank is owned by one person for maybe a 10-mile stretch. And that allows for a lot of conservation and protection and helping to keep the water clean, helping to facilitate trips like this. It's really special being out here with members of the Coharie Tribe. These are their ancestral waters, and they've brought us out to learn about them and to help with the overall stewardship. Also, it's World Water Day. Getting to be out here and doing this is pretty cool. Looking forward to learning more as we go along.
I'll give you a little history lesson where you're at. Dr. Staley is a dendrochronologist. He had a partner, University of Arkansas. He's been studying tree rings, looking for history of climate change. He's looking for wet and dry periods. We all know that trees, we were taught in grade school, grammar school, that wet periods, trees grow and they have big rings, and dry periods, they have small rings. And so he was studying, trying to correlate rain data. And one of the interesting things he discovered was that cypress trees, which live in the water all the time, do show cycles based on wet and dry. Nobody thought about it. They thought it's always wet, it's always going to have equal growth, and will never show cycles. Cypress trees do. And cypress trees live a long time. They're kin to the redwoods in California. And so he was traveling around the the Western Hemisphere, Mexico, Belize, places like that, looking at cypress trees, coring them, studying dates. Somebody told him there was some on the Black River. He came here in 1985 in the old days, climbed trees, made cores, took them back, studied them, found a tree, 1,700 years old. And the Nature Conservancy said, hey, we got a spot we want to show you. They brought him up to where we're going. And they say he hyperventilated. He looked around and saw so many old trees, he just lost his mind. And he came in here with his graduate students on 3 or 4 trips over a couple of years, cored trees, went home and found one that was 2,642 years old. It is the 5th oldest living tree in the world.
Now we've made it into the Three Sisters Swamp. It's getting really narrow and shallow, knees coming up everywhere. Some of them are under the water, you bang into them. So we're getting super close to this tree. You get the feeling you're in a really special place, a place that's very old and undisturbed.
Our ancestral waterways. We call it the blood memory.
It makes me think also about how did they originally discover it? Someone just decided to push through, paddle around in this swamp, checking out different trees, pushing everywhere, taking samples. We've arrived, 2,600-year-old tree. I just keep thinking about that amount of time and the strength of nature to just persevere. Everything that's happened in the world, on the planet, with humanity in that amount of time.
The Great Coharie River Initiative started in 2015. Mr. Kullen Bell, who's the Great Coharie River Initiative coordinator, wanted his grandsons and the community to have the same access to the waterways. And it started with another elder in our tribe who asked our tribal administrator, what about our river? And that stemmed from a bunch of volunteers, borrowed chainsaws, borrowed equipment, and we cleared a 2-mile stretch that we use as our most often run today, which is just down the street from our Coharie Tribal Center. We've seen so much growth in the last 10 years. Just the programs that are available now to our people, the funding, all the resources that have happened that weren't there until the river really woke up our tribe and got us visible to get us seated at some tables. We've got so many ideas for like reforestation projects and native species and just trying to be good stewards of the land. During or before integration, that was their safe place. They could go down to the waterways and fish, food source, recreate. We have baptisms, community days, fish fries. We are working very hard to identify different accesses on the rivers that are significant to our people. We have a really neat opportunity with the environmental education component. It's all in one. It's fun. You get outdoors. You have so many walks of life that come to our tribal center and tour our building and learn the history of our tribe. We get to show off our arts and culture through drumming and singing and art. And then you get to go out on the Coharie River with Coharie guides who have a deep understanding of our ancestral waterways.
You're in the Waterloop.